'Cause you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down. Do you know this song? I really love it. So today we're talking about hot and cold guys. Yeah. So should you date a hot and cold guy? And the answer is probably no. And why should you not date hot and cold guys? All right. So let me start with sharing first my own experience. A few years ago, when I very first started investing in myself. Yeah. So back then, I wasn't a dating coach yet. I was just hiring my own first coach. And I was in a relationship with a guy who was super hot and cold. Yeah. So he was like full on there, giving me all the attention. And then he disappeared for like 2 weeks. And then he came back and gave me all the love, all the attention, all the intimacy. And then he disappeared again. And what this has done to me was like, this kind of roller coaster. And of course, it was exciting, right? So partially it was painful because this guy was ghosting me all the time. But partially it was exciting. So I have to admit this. Yes, it was exciting, and you never knew what this guy would do next. Like, would he stay here? Would he go? Would he give me like a lot of flowers, or would he just ignore me and I would know when I saw him again? And as exciting it was also exhausting, and I had so much anxiety. My head was just so obsessing about this guy, and I just couldn't stop thinking, and it was just one big struggle. All right. So this isn't unusual for women to feel attracted to men that are hot and cold, because it is just exciting, right? So you never know what happens next. However, yeah, if you want to claim your own power back, if you want to be in a happy relationship, then I definitely do advise you to be with a man who is consistent, where you feel safe, you feel protected, you know he's always going to stay here forever. And some of my clients are saying that, oh, but that's like too boring. And I was like this too. I was like, oh, I don't want those safe men. They're like boring. I rather have this hot and cold guy who I'm like having all the anxiety about. But the truth is, you can have your excitement in your life through a different source. Yeah, so let me explain that in a second more. So, um, let's say you have this consistent man who is like perfect marriage material. He's consistent, he's reliable, you can trust him, you know, he's there, he wants to commit to you. And let's say you do feel like, oh my God, this is a little bit boring, and I'm just like so bored with him. Get your excitement somewhere else, because people, they need in first place they need safety, but they also need variety and excitement. So how can you make your dates more exciting? Maybe you go out, do something fun. Yeah, maybe you go out together and do something that's outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, so in this scenario, you have the power because you push yourself only to this point um, where you kind of can handle that, okay? Let me give you an example for my own life. So yesterday, I myself went to a bar where I would like sing in front of others. That's why this little song in the beginning today. And that was a little bit outside of my comfort zone in front of so many people singing sober. and a quite hot song for me. So yeah, and if this would be so exciting that it would overwhelm me, then I could always stop, right? But if you're dating somebody who is exciting, hot and cold, and you don't have the control over this person, then it can get easily overwhelming. It can get easily, it can turn easily into anxiety. Yeah, so this excitement turns into anxiety because you don't have to control. And then in your mind, you try to control this guy, like, he has to talk to me now, he has to call me now. So stop that. Get a guy who is safe, who is consistent. Consistent means that, okay, you define your own consistency, but it can mean that he texts you every day, he texts you every 2 days, he's meeting with you every once or every 2 weeks when you're dating. When you're engaged, married, of course, different. But get a guy who is consistent and you still can have excitement in different areas of your life. And everything else is actually easier, because even if you get your excitement from your hobbies or from your business. So for example, my own excitement also comes from my business, because sometimes I do even stuff here that is kind of scary. Yeah, so that's exciting. And again, I am the one who is controlling that, how far I want to go. Okay. All right. So let us recap this video. When you are with a hot and cold man, you're probably going to feel excited, but also it can turn easily into overwhelm and anxiety. And that's why I would invite you to open up to safe, consistent men who are trustworthy, who don't have like a roller coaster energy, but are like stable. Yeah, they are here today, they will be here tomorrow, they will be here in a year. And get you excitement somewhere else. Allow yourself to be excited through all the areas of your life. It can take a little bit of practice when you're used to, being entertained from the outside, but it's so worth it, because you will claim back your past personal power, and you will claim back the way you're living. Yeah, so you'll be feeling happy in your relationship, and you will still get your need met by feeling excited and having fun in your life. All right, so let me know in the comments if you prefer being with a hot and cold or a consistent man. Yeah, and there's no shame on anything. Everybody's choosing what they want, and I used to always attract such hot and cold men. Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, so let me know in the comments, and if you're looking for some deeper support from me, then reach out to me and share with me the situation that you are going through.